Cardinals and the uh, Beaver County Community College Titans. Take a look at this matchup from both sides, starting with Ccbc of of uh, Beaver County. The Titans come into this matchup on a 7-game win streak. Their overall record of 16-3. They're 7-2 away from their building. In the 7-game win streak, they have scored over 100 points 3 consecutive times. They are located 40 minutes northwest of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, in Monaca, Pennsylvania. And the last game was a 96-86 victory over Jamestown on February the 18th. Their last loss was January the 10th against College of Southern Maryland. They average 81 points per game. They shoot 40% from the floor, and they're 68% from the stripe. They have 7 players on the roster. 5 of them are in the starting lineup. We'll go over that in just a few moments. They're led by head coach Sanford Silver. And on the other side for the Ccbc Catonsville Cardinals, they are 12-11 in conference, 8-5 on the season in conference. They are on a 3-game win streak. They've beat Chesapeake, College of Southern Maryland, and Anne Arundel Community College. They are 6th in the NJCAA Region 20 standings. They are led by head coach Centeria Renwicks, who is in her 3rd season. That is all for now from the booth. We'll send it down to the scorers table with lineups and anthems in roughly a minute and a half, so keep it right here on Ccbc Catonsville YouTube channel. Titans, Cardinals coming up next. Welcome back to Catonsville. We have the Titans and the Cardinals coming up here in just a few minutes. Get your lineups for both squads. First off with the Titans of Beaver County. As mentioned in the open, 16-3 on the season on a 7-game win streak. Hasn't lost since January 10th. Starters for them, number 1, Brooklyn Medina. Number 2, Jada Ward. Number 23, Ava Williams. Number 24, Kesia Kraus. And number 30, Josie Russell. The Titans are going with 4 guards and 1 forward. On the other side for the Catonsville Cardinals, they have Lejeay Dower, number 11, Sydney Oliver, number 12, Chloe Wallace, number 21, Anaya Morrison, number 24, and Tarshay Bell, number 10. The Cardinals are going with 3 guards and 2 forwards for their starters this evening. Sit back, relax, watch some college basketball on this Friday evening. 2-game series, both against Beaver County. Got the women's game first, followed by the men's at 7. Both teams will take the court. Ccbc looking to extend their 3-game win streak. On the other side, the Titans are looking to extend their 7-game win streak. Oliver and Williams at the circle. And we're off and running from Catonsville. Chloe Wallace has possession. Over to Lejeay Dower. Dower looking for a lane. Over to Morrison for a 3 to start things off. No good. As Beaver County will get possession. It's stolen away by Morrison. She had a good look to the rack, but it was taken away at the last moment by Kraus. Kraus has it at midcourt. She has Jada Ward. Out to Medina for a deep 3. No good. It's saved in bounds by a Titan defender. That was Russell who saved it in. As Medina spots up for a 3 off the backboard and no good. As Lejeay Dower has possession, she runs into 2 Titan defenders, picks up the ball, still maintaining possession. Down the court she goes. To the basket, flips it out to Wallace. Over to Tarshay Bell, but she was not in sync with her as that ball went into the backcourt. Picked it up was Chloe Wallace. Wallace spotting up for a 3. Rattles in and out. And this score remains 0-0. 8.5 left to go in the first. Medina with possession. Over to Russell. Russell back to Medina. Medina looking for a lane. Over to Ward. Back to Medina. Medina to Ward for a 3-pointer to start off the ball game. Misses badly, and that ball goes out of bounds. A player to watch for Beaver County. Well, 2 players technically, but one to really keep an eye out for is Jada Ward. Ward wears the number 2 for Beaver County. She averages 27.5 points per game. She's coming off a 15-point outing versus Frederick on February the 11th. And just as I say that, she gets Beaver County's first basket of the ball game, and they're up 2-0. Another player to watch for on the Titan side is Brooklyn Medina, the sophomore guard. Averages 7.5 rebounds on the season. She has her moments when she can score, but a couple weeks ago against Westmoreland on January 31st, she took advantage of some scoring opportunities where she knocked down 42 points in that game against Westmoreland, where they were the ultimate victors, 115-43 in that game. But leading early, 3-0 so far in Catonsville. It's Chloe Wallace. Passed it out to Morrison, who tried to go to the rack, but it was stolen away. Over to Ward, and a clean lane to the rack, who flipped it out to Russell, who was trailing behind her, and that shot is off. It's a long pass to Morrison. Morrison didn't see it coming. She picked up the ball at midcourt. Was looking for Bell, but it was stolen away by Kraus. Kraus has it for Beaver County. as Keziah Kraus is a sophomore guard, averaging 11.5 points per game. As Medina had a clean lane to the basket, went up with the reverse layup, but it didn't go. And Catonsville on the other end, Tarshay Bell driving into the chest of Jada Ward, and that'll draw a foul and a turnover. As Catonsville will pick up their first turnover of the evening. Medina with possession for Beaver County. Pass to the Ward, who shoots it, and it goes in. So the Titans have an early 5-0 advantage. Wallace has it now. Over to Dower. Dower guarded by a Titan defender in Jada Ward. Over to Anaya Morrison. Spots up for a three. It's off. As Russell has it now for the Titans. The Titans, they average 81 points per game, so they're going to move the ball early and often, and they're going to move it quickly. And that's what they're doing so far this evening. As Russell goes to the basket, guarded by Bell. She has no problem getting to the rack and getting the ball in the hoop. It's a 7-0 run early for the Titans. As Lejay Dower with possession for Catonsville. Dower to Tarshay Bell, back to Dower. Dower was going to the rack, but put it off to her left to Bell. Back to Morrison. Morrison over to Bell. Excuse me, that's Dower. Lejay Dower with the left hook doesn't go. As Cardinals are yet to get a bucket almost halfway home in the first quarter. As Russell has it now to the rack. Reverse layup. It's good off the glass and in. As Josie Russell, has her first points of the game. And Centeria Renwicks is not like what she sees as the Titans are on an early 9-0 run to start off this game. As just previously mentioned, they come out firing, and they have done so tonight. Catonsville has to find a way to quiet Beaver County's offensive possessions and offensive baskets. We will take a short break from the Manley Center. Keep it right here on CCBC Catonsville YouTube channel. Welcome back to Catonsville. I'm Cam Crossett with you up here in the booth from the Manley Center. As Lejay Dower has possession for the Cardinals, flips it out to Morrison. Went off the front of the rim as Russell was fighting underneath the basket with Murphy down low. As a possession arrow goes to the Titans. As Keishana Murphy will check in to the game for Catonsville. As Murphy, a 5'8" combo guard from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Through 19 games played this season, Murphy averages 15.5 points per game. A player to watch on the Cardinals side, though, will be number 24, Anaya Morrison. Morrison, a 5'6" combo first year from Upper Marlboro, Maryland, averages 16.5 points per game. As Ward has possession for the Titans. Over to Kraus. Kraus to Medina, who's guarded by Oliver. Medina spins, puts it out to Kraus. Kraus for a three. It's way off. Just to the left of the basket. So we will speak with Coach Sanford Silver earlier today. Silver says his squad, after a 16-3 start to the season, has done an outstanding job. He does have high expectations, and he believes they have lived up to that expectation. As Murphy spots a three, and that doesn't go. As Kraus will have possession for the Titans out to Medina at midcourt, who's running down the court with it back to Kraus, who's looking for a lane, doesn't find one. Back to Medina, into the paint to Ward, puts it out to Russell. It's stolen away. Cardinals have it. Tarshay Bell with possession over to Anaya Morrison to Murphy. Back to Bell. It was crossed up by Jada Moore, and a foul was called. So Jada Ward will pick up her first foul. A few more thoughts to mention on Coach Silver. Told me today that even though they have high expectations, they're staying mindful. And they're doing what they need to do to get out to the 16-3 record. And they've done a great job. He knows they're in a very tough league, but they are doing the best they possibly can to maintain an advantage and a leg up in that extremely tough league. As part of that is eminent in the 7-game win streak they have leading up to this game. As Russell down low, foul's called. As Dower out to Morrison. Morrison back to Dower. Dower spins. Puts it out to Tarshay Bell. Over to Murphy's calling for it down low with the left hook. It goes in. Catonsville has their first points of the ball game. Beaver County with possession. Ward. Over to Medina, back to Ward. To Kraus for a three. Is off. And Morrison comes down with the rebound for the Cardinals. Morrison to the rack. Too strong on that one as that ball goes out of bounds. As the Titans with possession. Kraus has it. Kraus guarded by Oliver. Flips it out to Jada Ward for a deep three. She's off. Russell with a good hustle. Doesn't come down with it though. As it gets back into her hands for an easy two and she's off. Catonsville takes advantage of that miss and they're out and running. Kishana Murphy. Murphy spots up with the paint off the front of the rim. It bounces around a couple Titan defenders and it goes out of play. Morrison will throw in the inbound pass. Morrison to Murphy. Down low. Tipped around in the painted area. As Beaver County coming down with it. Jada Ward stops in the paint to flip it out to Medina for a three, and she's got it. Nothing but nylon. Brooklyn Medina. It's the first three of the game for the Titans. 12-2 advantage. Morrison. A good basket there. As Catonsville trailing by 8. Ward has it now. She has a lane to the basket. Flips it out to Medina for another three. And that's off. But Ward gets the miss. Medina spots up again. She's off. As that time, Morrison will come down with it. Morrison guarded by two Titan defenders. Flips it out to Murphy for a three. Kishana Murphy's got it. String music for the Cardinals as they're down by just 5. As Ward has it now. Over to Medina, back to Ward. Over to Kraus for three. A lot of threes being shot early, but just a few falling. As Tarshay Bell coming down with the rebound off that Titan miss. And Bell tried to slam it home, but she laid it up and in a blink of an eye, it's a 3-point ball game. A minute left to play here. Ward to the rack, fouled on her way up, as she will shoot two. Ward down low. Misses. Murphy put it out to Morrison, who's all alone down low. Morrison to the rack. It's good. Just a 1-point ball game. 12-11 our score. A minute and 2 seconds to play. Ward has it now. Over to Kraus. Kraus guarded by Murphy. Over to Ward to the rack. She loses a handle on it, and it goes out of bounds. Another turnover for Beaver County. It's the Titans' 5th turnover of the first quarter. Morrison has it now. Cross pass to Bell. Over to Murphy for a 3. Keishana Murphy is off. Medina to the rack. Loses the handle on it once more. Cardinals playing good defense. Chloe Wallace has it with 15 on the shot clock. As time ticks down here in the first quarter, it's a reach and foul on Jada Ward. That will be Ward's 2nd of the first quarter. As we'll have a substitution checking back into the game is number 23, Ava Williams. As Morrison has possession now, with 7 seconds on the game clock, it's tipped, and the Titans come down with it. Medina over to Russell. Russell at the buzzer is off. A low-scoring first quarter, but effective on both sides as Catonsville found themselves down to a 9-0 lead. Coach Renbooks called a timeout, and things changed quickly inside that Cardinal huddle. And on the other side, for Coach Silver and his staff, the Titans, they just lost the handle of it in the first quarter. They had that big lead, and then in the blink of an eye, as you see, it's just a 1-point game. So a very tightly contested contest so far, but both squads are looking to improve their style of game. We'll be right back here from the Manley Center in Catonsville, Maryland. Keep it right here. Welcome back to Catonsville. I'm Cam Crossett with you. Zanaya Morrison will get possession for the Cardinals, trailing by 1. Wallace to Oliver. Oliver in the paint, guarded by 2 Titan defenders as she falls to the court after the whistle is blown. She is all right. We do have a substitution for the Titans. Number 42, Elena Fox checks in. Fox, a first-year guard. Through 12 games played this season, she averages 5.5 points per game. As the Titans put up a shot and it falls, that is Josie Russell, for a big-time 3. It's now a 4-point game. Kick ball out of bounds on the Titans' side of the court. As Murphy will get possession for Catonsville and throw the inbound pass to Morrison. Morrison to the rack with the left hook. Doesn't fall as Oliver might have stepped out of bounds. Coach Silver doesn't believe that's true as he's arguing with the referee at the moment. We'll have a brief stoppage in play. As Morrison will throw the inbound. After all that, Catonsville does remain with possession. Oliver puts it up. Foul called down low. But before the Cardinals have a chance at 2, Renwick's will call a timeout and talk things over with their team trailing by 4. It'll be a full media timeout, so keep it right here on CCBC Catonsville YouTube channel. We'll be back from the Manley Center. Welcome back to Catonsville. Sydney Oliver at the line for 2. Oliver's first one doesn't go. Oliver wears the number 12 for the Cardinals. A 5'10" forward from Essex, Maryland. It's the second one to fall. Before those free throw attempts, Oliver was just a 40% free throw shooter from the stripe. As Russell goes to the rack, she puts it in. As Cardinals have it now. Wallace to Murphy. Murphy in the corner through 2 Titan defenders to Oliver. Stops in the lane, and she traveled. She backed up in the paint, and that's an easy travel call for the ref. Russell with possession. Puts it out to Medina. Reverse layup to the rack, doesn't fall. Catonsville's got it. Murphy with possession. Fakes out Williams. Underneath the basket is Oliver. To the rack she goes. It's off. Too much on it for Sydney Oliver. As the Titans with possession now, Medina. Over to Russell. Back to Medina. To Russell in the paint. Spins. Puts it up. It rattles in. As Josie Russell gets a big-time basket. As that one didn't have a chance into the last moment. As Chloe Wallace with possession for the Cardinals. To Murphy for a 3. No good. As Fox comes down with the rebound for Beaver County. Medina with possession. Coming over to swat the ball away from her is Chloe Wallace. Shot alone to the rack. Wide open layup does not go as Morrison puts it back for an easy 2. 5-point ball game. As Medina's got it. To Russell into paint. It's good. Josie Russell gets this back to a 7-point game. Wallace with possession. To Morrison for a 2. Off the backboard, no good. As Fox has it for Beaver County. Over to Medina. Out to Russell. To Kraus. Kraus weaving in the paint. Not in connection with Russell as that ball goes out of bounds. As Murphy has it now for Catonsville. Over to Morrison. To Wallace for a 3. That's way off. As Oliver comes down with the rebound, but it goes out of play as Sydney Oliver was doing all she could to save it, but did not happen. Bell down low to Morrison in the corner. Morrison guarded by two Titan defenders. Bell in the paint. Fakes out one defender for an easy two. Doesn't fall. As Kraus comes down with the rebound, the Cardinals are missing their wide open looks, and it's costing them early. That is the third missed opportunity for the Cardinals this quarter. To Murphy, to Morrison, to Wallace. Three-pointer. She was looking for a little help from the glass. Didn't work. As this remains a 7-point ball game. Kraus to Medina, to Russell. Back to Williams in the corner, over to Kraus. Kraus to Russell. Back to Medina for a three. He's off. As Morrison will have it. Morrison is looking for a lane. She finds Bell to her right. Bell to Oliver down low. Foul called. As Oliver will shoot two. That will be Oliver's second free throw attempt tonight. He went 1 for 2 in the first attempt. First one falls for Oliver. Second one is no good. This is a 21-15 score. Medina puts it out to Russell. Russell in the corner for Williams. For three, Ava Williams joins in on a three-point party. It's now a 23-15 advantage. So Murphy in the corner for the Cardinals. It's good. Both teams trading back-to-back threes. This is the ball game here in the Manley Center, 23-18. Russell to the rack. No good. The foul is called on her way up. So Josie Russell will have an attempt to shoot two, but Coach Silvers will call a timeout before Russell will get a chance to shoot two. As Russell, a 65% free throw shooter, is a great rebounder, averaging 13.5 rebounds per game. So that one doesn't go. Russell's also shooting 52% from the floor. As the second one is off, so the score remains a 7-point contest. Morrison to Bell to her left. Back to Morrison. Over to Murphy. Over to Bell. Bell weaves in the paint. Puts it up. It's off. Williams coming down with the rebound. But Murphy and Bell were closing quickly. That led to the possession arrow going with the Beaver County. Russell has it into Fox down low as the whistle blown. Turnover for the Titans. That is the 9th turnover of the contest. That is what's costing them easy points and easy opportunities. Morrison has it to Murphy in the corner. She's got another triple. Kishana Murphy makes this a 2-point contest. Medina to Russell. Travel. And the Titans are once again shooting themselves in the foot with these costly errors. Morrison with possession. Stolen away by Fox as Keshana Murphy was not happy with Morrison, as that was clearly a miscommunication there between those two. And a foul called. Russell, second attempt at the line. Did not make the first two. She's 0 for 2. Makes the first one here in her second attempt. 24-21. The second one goes for Russell. She's 2 for 2 that attempt. 25-21 our score. Morrison out to Wallace. Wallace in the paint. Stops. Looks for a lane. She finds Morrison. Morrison for an easy 2. Rims out. Oliver right there to clean up the loose change, and she's got it. This is back to a 2-point ball game. Medina at midcourt to Russell. Russell blocked away by Murphy. And it's stolen by Medina. To Russell in the paint. The left hook doesn't fall as she goes hard into the padding. As Russell will get her third attempt at the line. Josie Russell with 12 points so far. She is the leading scorer for the Titans. Russell's first falls. The second falls as well. So Russell is 4 for 4 in the last 2 free throw attempts. 27-23. Beaver County out front. Wallace to Bell. Backwards pass to Murphy for 3. She's got it. Keshana Murphy is on fire with 3 straight three-pointers in the second quarter. She now has 14 points. Leads both teams in points. As Russell responds on the other end to pad the lead for Beaver County, 29-26. Wallace with possession for Catonsville. Wallace for 3. Off the front of the rim, and it's good. A little help from the front of the basket. That's what we call a friendly roll, and we're all tied up 29-all. Russell to Medina. Back to Russell to Ward down low. Back to Russell to the rack. She's good. Josie Russell, so dangerous down low, but she now has 16 on the night. Wallace spots up for a 3. She's off that time as Oliver couldn't get over there to get the rebound. And we'll reset things. Oliver to Murphy for 3. She's tried for number 4, but Oliver's right there to clean up the loose change and tie this ball game up at 31. Minute and a half to play from the Manley Center. Tightly contested contest between Beaver County and Ccbc Catonsville. It's blocked away by Oliver. This remains a tied ball game at 31 apiece. Wallace with it to Murphy. Spins for the lead. She's off as Murphy comes down with the rebound and strips it away from Fox. As Catonsville will remain with possession. As well as a substitution for the Cardinals. Subbing in will be Anaya Morrison. Checking out will be Lejeay Dower. Catonsville has done a fantastic job staying with it as Beaver County has played tremendously well, but the Cardinals are playing just enough defense to stay in this one. As Oliver gets an easy floater for the lead, and all of a sudden, the Cardinals have the first lead of the ball game, 33-31. As to the rack goes Medina. She couldn't find a look for anyone home. As Williams gets it swatted away. That time it's Sydney Oliver. Oliver with 3 blocks in the second quarter. Wallace to add the Cardinals' advantage. It's off. Murphy down low. Whistle's blown as foul called. Foul called on Kraus. That's Kraus's first foul. Morrison at the free throw line. First one is off. Morrison did not make the first one. This is her first attempt at the line tonight. Second one is good, so the Catonsville pads their lead 34-31. As Cardinals will check back on the court. 40 seconds to play in the first half. Russell gets it swatted away, but Titans had it for a moment. Fox and Murphy ran into each other down low. And Fox is coming up slowly, gets picked up by her teammates. As that ball goes out of play, and referee will be on it to pick it up. As we'll have a substitution checking in will be Kashia Kraus, and taking a seat on the bench is Delana Fox, who came up holding her head on that collision with Keshana Murphy. Athletic trainer coming over to check on her, as seems to be okay. We'll get an update on her in just a moment. As Murphy will make 2 free throws to pad the Cardinals' lead, 36-31. Medina with possession. To Russell, spinning in the paint. She's off as Bell will look to close things out, trailing by 5. It's Murphy for a 3. She's got it. That's Keshana Murphy's 4th 3 of the second quarter. And the Cardinals answer with a big-time 3. Largest lead of the game for the Cardinals, up by 8. Medina, it's off at the horn, and the Cardinals go to the locker room with an 8-point advantage off Keshana Murphy's 4th 3-pointer of the second quarter, as she leads with 19 points. Tremendous first half for Catonsville. They were down early. They regathered. They said what they need to say in the huddle. They kept at it. They're limiting their leading scorer, Jada Ward, to only 5 points in the first half. Tremendous job by the Cardinals defense. They got to keep it up here in the second if they want to win this ball game. This will be a huge win for Catonsville. Keep it right here on CCBC Catonsville YouTube channel. We'll be back in the second half from the Manley Center. My bad.
Yeah, watch you where you standing, bro. Who do that shit again, bro?
Hmm? Welcome back to Catonsville. Cam Crossett with you. Cardinals out in front, up by 8 here, 39-31 the score. They did a good job coming back into this in the second quarter off the 4 made 3-pointers from Keshana Murphy. We'll take a quick look at stats coming out of the halftime break. As Beaver County out and running, as Medina spots up for a 3. It's off the front of the rim. As the Titans had 11 turnovers in that first half to Catonsville's 11. They had 21 rebounds to Catonsville's 19. As Murphy misses the up and under for Catonsville. As they've been playing good defense, but they have yet to stop Josie Russell in the paint, especially down low, where she has 18 points tonight. As Kesia Kraus gets her first points of the night. As Catonsville's going to have to find a way to keep at this. Morrison to the rack, all alone. She's good. Medina behind the basket to Fox, who stole it away. To Morrison down low to the rack. It's good. Anaya Morrison with back-to-back buckets. Makes this a 10-point ball game, 43-33. We see Delana Fox checking back in the second half as she went out in late first half with a injury, appeared to be a head injury. She did get checked for concussion and is negative, as you can tell as she's out on the court. Playing now as she took a hard hit to the head from Keshana Murphy in that first half, but she is all good and back to play. She's up the free throw line right now. First one is off. This will be Fox's first free throw attempt of the evening. As Fox is a 70% free throw shooter from the line, going 19 for 27 on the season. She misses both. It's Catonsville with possession now. Bell guarded by Ward to Dower. Dower weaves between two defenders. It's good. Leger Dower, what a move. Good finish as Catonsville's up by 12. As Ward went off of Morrison, so the Titans will remain with possession. As the inbound pass will be thrown in from Medina to Ward. Ward back to Medina for a deep 3. She's good. Brooklyn Medina gets the three-point party started in the second half. 45-36. Murphy over to Morrison. Down low. It's good. Cardinals with a very quick answer. And we're back up to a 47-36 advantage. Kraus to Medina. Spinning beyond Deja Bryant. We'll get numbers on Bryant in a moment. Back to Medina for a 3. It's good. Back-to-back trays for Brooklyn Medina. The Titans are finding a way to get back into this one. just as Keshana Murphy did in the first half, as Brooklyn Medina is doing for Beaver County in the second. Dower behind the back was looking for a reverse layup, but lost control of the ball. As possession arrow will go with Beaver County. Ward. Guarded by Morrison. In the paint, Dower had a hand on it, but was fouled on her way up. Actually, changed that call to a travel. So it'll be a turnover for Beaver County. That will be their 12th turnover. Leger Dower with possession for the Cardinals. To Tarshay Bell, it was tipped by Kraus. Kept alive by Dower. To the rack. It's off. It's coming down with it is Russell, as Dower is fighting for it. And a foul called on Dower. As Dower picks up her second foul. As Beaver County will have possession. Keep in mind at 7 p.m. we'll have the men's team going up against Beaver County. As Medina for another three is off. Morrison out in front. To the rack. Too strong. Murphy's right there. She's too strong on the other end. Good defense by the Titans. As Kraus all alone to Russell, who's charging down low. Back to Ward. It's blocked. Tarshay Bell on the block. To Morrison. Over to Murphy. All alone as Catonsville finishes it off with an easy two. As Beaver County's defense has kind of gone a little quiet so far here in the third quarter. They got to pick it up. They're trailing by 10. So Medina's looking to pick things up. That's off. As Kraus over to Medina. A foul called on the Titans. And Catonsville will get possession back and add to their 10-point advantage. What Catonsville has to do in the second half is get other players the ball other than Keshana Murphy. So far, they're doing an okay job of that. Morrison to Murphy. Easy two. Murphy all alone down low as she has been so many times tonight. And she has led the Cardinals to a 51-39 advantage with 23 points of her own. At the free throw line is Keshia Kraus. Kraus gets the first one. The second one is good. So Beaver County back to a 10-point lead for the Cardinals. Bell has it. Bell puts it up. Too strong. Oliver was chasing it. She can't get it. Beaver County's got it. Ward over to Williams all alone. Back to Kraus for a two. Is off. As Beaver County has missed their third consecutive basket. As Wallace has possession, she'll settle things down. To Morrison for two. He's off. As Medina flips it out to Russell with big collision. As Russell and Oliver connect. As Russell stays down. Whistle's blown. A lot of arguing as both players went to the court. Refs are going to figure things out and go over to the scorer's table and let them know is ultimately, out of all that, Catonsville will get possession. Morrison down low, went off a couple players and out of bounds. As Beaver County will get possession back. As Russell has it to Kraus, to Ward. Ward to Medina down low. Rattles home. It's 51-43 game. Chloe Wallace has it to Morrison. To Chloe Wallace for three. She's off. As Bell will get it back. And it's swatted by Russell. As Beaver County is out and running. Ward has it. Ward to the brack. It's good. Jada Ward. Easy route to the basket. Makes this a 6-point ball game. Hard foul down low as it's going the other way. Foul called on Oliver. As Beaver County will get possession. Medina's got it. Medina double dribbled. And a turnover. Morrison will throw the inbound pass to Murphy. Over to Wallace. Wallace to Bell. Off the back iron, no good. Ward come down with it momentarily, but a tie-up as Murphy was spinning Ward around under the basket. As the ball will go in the hands of Beaver County. Beaver County's got it. Ward spins in the paint, puts it up. No good. Foul's called. At the free throw line will be Jada Ward. Ward gets the first one. This is Ward's third attempt at the line tonight. First one goes, the second one does not. This is a 5-point game. Wallace over to Morrison. To Wallace. Down low to Oliver. Doesn't go as Beaver County out and running. Medina for three. Off the front of the rim. Williams has it. Williams stolen away by Murphy. Out to Morrison all alone. She lays it up and it goes home. (53-46) our score. 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Kraus over to Medina. To Russell for two is good. Wallace has it now. To Morrison. Back to Bell. Over to Murphy. Back to Bell. Bell from three. It's good. Tarshay Bell. Checked it. That was just a two. This is a 55-48 score. Kraus. To Medina. Back to Russell with the one-handed catch. And it goes in. It's Josie Russell now with 20 points on the night. Morrison. Drives past Kraus. Lost the handle on it for a moment. Back to Murphy for three. It's good. Keshana Murphy, fifth three-pointer of the contest tonight. And she's on a roll with 26. 58-50 the score. Ward to the rack. Good moves. Gets a block, though, by Murphy. But passes it to Wallace for another three. No good that time. As Titans read that defense, was playing good defense, read that play well. As Ward to the rack. He goes in, plus the foul. Jada Ward is finally finding her footing as the usual 28.5 point per game scorer has been just limited to 10. She's starting to wake up a little here in the third quarter. 58-52. Cardinals lead by 6. Substitution for the Titans. Checking back in is Delana Fox. Taking a seat on the bench is Ava Williams. Morrison gets the rebound as Ward misses the free throw, so does not complete the three-point play. As Catonsville has it out to Oliver down low, gets it blocked by Fox as a hard foul down low at midcourt on Anaya Morrison as Renwicks does not like it as Morrison appeared to kind of push Ward to the ground. But Renwick still pleading her case to the referee in front of the scorer's table as Ward will be sent to the free throw line yet again. Down by 6. Gets it to go. 58-53. 5-point game. Ward was 0 for 2 in her first free throw attempt. She's now 1 for 3. Make it 2 for 4. As Catonsville's now up front just by 4. Morrison to Dower. Back to Morrison. And the corner is Murphy. Spots up for a 3. Puts it back. She's good. Murphy missed her three-pointer. Read it well. Came up for the miss and cleaned it up. As that was Medina, down low, was looking for Fox under the basket, but they couldn't connect as that's a turnover. That's the Titans' 17th turnover in the night. The Cardinals does not have a turnover here in the second half so far as they head into the fourth quarter with a 6-point advantage. Keep it right here on CCBC Catonsville YouTube channel. We'll be back for the start of the fourth quarter. Welcome back to Catonsville. I'm Cam Crossett with you. Catonsville's up by 6 with the start of the fourth quarter just about to begin. Take a look at the stats. 3 quarters down, 1 quarter to play. Cardinals are 7 of 20 from beyond the arc as Keyshauna Murphy has led to 5 of those three-pointers. Free throw line, Cardinals are 5 of 8 to Titans 10 of 16. Leading scorers for both squads, Keyshauna Murphy with 28 to Josie Russell's 22. as Morrison has it to Oliver. We're going to start off the fourth quarter with a travel. Kraus inbounds it to Medina. To Russell for three. He's off. Rebounding it as Dower. Dower passes it to Wallace. To Morrison. Foul called on Jada Ward, as Ward will pick up her fourth personal. One more. She'll have to take a seat on the bench for the remainder of the game. Morrison. Pass it to Murphy. Back to Wallace. To Dower. Dower stops in the paint. No good. As passes it to Chloe Wallace for a three. She's off on that one. As Morrison picking up the rebound. Back to Wallace. Over to Morrison for a three-pointer. Off the front of the rim. And Beaver County finally catches up to it to not allow Catonsville to have another three-point try. As Kraus has it. Out to Medina for a three. Rattles in and a good. Brooklyn Medina brings the Titans within three. It's Medina's third three-pointer of the second half. Wallace has it now. Wallace to Dower. To Morrison. To the rack. It's good. And Nia Morrison gets the friendly roll to put this game up by 5. 62-57 our score. For three, it's Medina. And the front of the rim is off. Wallace with possession, guarded by Kraus. All alone to Oliver. Dower. Calling for her players to come set. Takes it herself. And is easy two for Lejeune Dower. 6 points on the night. Ward to the rack. Lost the handle on it going up. As Wallace all alone as Ward catches up to it. Looking for the block. Doesn't happen as Dower has it for a moment. Flipped it out to Morrison. And it's a good bucket for the Cardinals. Ward to Russell. Lost it again. As Beaver County seems to be moving too quickly, especially when they're in the paint. As that time, Kishana Murphy missed a wide open layup there as Fox gets it to go, but runs into the padding. 66-59. Morrison has it. And a whistle's blown. Timeout called by Coach Renwicks. 7 minutes to play here. Catonsville have to draw up a play to keep the advantage. Up by 7. We'll take a quick break from inside the Manley Center. Keep it right here on CCBC Catonsville YouTube channel. Welcome back to Catonsville. I'm Cam Crossett with you. 66-59 our score. You'd have to think in the huddle on Beaver County's side of things, Sanford Silver was trying to find a way to get back in it, whether that be a three-pointer or an easy 2 down low. They got to get some of their scorers who usually score a lot in the paint to get going. One being Keziah Krause, who only has 4 points, as Ward stole it away from Wallace. Ward stops, doesn't go. Krause is right there. Put it out to Fox. Fox to Medina. Put it up, no good. And coming down with it are the Cardinals as Wallace has it. Wallace guarded by 2 Titan defenders as Ward and Wallace in a battle. As they're going to say Beaver County possession. Catonsville has done a good job playing defense and causing a lot of turnovers for the Titans, which results in a lead so far for the Cardinals. As Ward was blocked by Murphy. That was a good block there. As she's calling for it down low and they can't connect. Deshauna Murphy was all alone. That would have been an easy 2. But wrong place, wrong time. As Fox will inbound it to Medina with just over 6 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Krause off iron. No good as Ward does a hard foul. And that did not sound good from up here in the booth. Chloe Wallace is fouled. Ward is fouled by Chloe Wallace. As Ward comes up gingerly. Coach Renwick speaking with her team. As that one was very hard down low. We'll take a quick break as Catonsville will come out of the huddle as check that will remain on air as Beaver County will get it back. Medina coming out of the injury timeout. Sets up a big 3. She gets it. 3 consecutive 3-pointers for Medina. Now up to 17 points on the night. Morrison to Dower. Back to Chloe Wallace. To Morrison. To Oliver. Good transitioning by the Cardinals. Oliver tries it again. That doesn't work. And once again, the ball will go out of bounds. We'll have a substitution for Beaver County. Checking in will be number 30, Josie Russell, as Russell checks back in with the team lead of 22. As Krause read that play well as she stole it away from Murphy. As Beaver County with possession. Medina for her 4th 3 of the game is off. Medina gets her own miss. Guarded by Murphy. Long pass to Russell. To Krause for 3. Keziah Krause, no good. That ball goes out of play. And Beaver County will remain possession with 5 minutes to play. 66-62 our score. Krause will inbound. Long pass to Ward, who's thought about the 3. Put it out to Medina, who had a better look at the 3, and she sinks it. That's Medina's 5th 3 of this ball game. And Titans trail by 1 with 5 minutes and 6 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Coach Renwick doesn't like what she sees from her team, calls a timeout. As Coach Silver is pleased with those back-to-back 3-pointers, especially from Medina. She now has 20 points on the night. As there will be a full media timeout, so we'll take a quick break from inside the Manley Center. Keep it right here on CCBC Catonsville YouTube channel. Wallace will have it at midcourt. Out of the timeout. Cardinals up by 1. Morrison, guarded by Kraus. Morrison, behind the back, looking for Oliver. She finds her. Oliver to Morrison. She's looking for a lane. Doesn't find one. Back to Wallace for a 3. She's off that time as Beaver County will get a chance to retake the lead with 4.5 to play. Kraus to Medina. Still has possession over to Russell in the paint. Russell with the right hook. Doesn't go. Catonsville's got it. Murphy stops, puts it up, fouled, it's good. As there's a push-off from Murphy, according to the referee, as Beaver County will get it back. Coach Silver will take a timeout on the Titans' side of the court. Not a good call on the referee's side of things, as fans are none too pleased inside the Manley Center. We're back from Catonsville. It's a 1-point ball game as Cardinals lead by 1 with 4 minutes to play. Medina to Kraus. Kraus back to Medina to the rack. No good. Williams right there. Blocked. Kishana Murphy with the big block. She has Morrison to her left. She uses her to the rack. Both players fall to the court. It's a turnover as Beaver County will get possession. The offensive charge called on Morrison. As Morrison will pick up her 4th foul. So Cardinals in foul trouble with 2 players on 4 fouls, them being Tarshay Bell and Anaya Morrison. Is on the other side for the Titans, Jada Ward is on 3 fouls. As going to the free throw line will be Ava Williams. This will be Williams' first attempt at the line tonight. Gets the first one to fall, as Williams is just a 45% free throw shooter. Second one, good. So Beaver County will take the lead off of 2 made free throws from Ava Williams. Chloe Wallace with possession. To Lejeune Dower. Dower loses a handle on it momentarily, picks it up, finds Bell behind her. Bell to Wallace. Wallace spots up, off the front of the rim. No good, as players will go chasing for it. A foul called. Beaver County with possession. As that ball went way out of play. As Medina with possession for Beaver County to Russell, down low. No foul called as the ball just went out of play. Beaver County will remain with possession. Kraus has it with 3 minutes to play. Russell in the paint, spins, puts it up, no good. As Ward has it. Ward to Russell for 3. No good. As Kraus gets it back. to Medina for another three. That's off. Catonsville will get the rebound that time. Tarshay Bell with possession. 2.5 to play. Wallace to Dower. Back to Bell to Dower, who fakes out Kraus. Almost went between her legs. As Wallace has it in the corner, stripped by Medina. As she's pushed from behind by Wallace. And another turnover for the Cardinals. As they've picked up their 14th turnover. That's their 4th turnover in a matter of minutes. As Coach Renricks will call timeout. 67-66 our score with Beaver County out in front. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to play. As both players will head back on the court. Same lineups as were on the court last time. Medina will inbound the basketball. Ward has it over to Medina. Back to Kraus. Kraus flips it out to Ward, but couldn't reach her as Dower has a clean lane to the basket as the ball goes out of bounds on her way up. As Catonsville will get possession. Morrison will inbound the ball to Murphy. That shot went behind the basket and out of bounds once again for their 15th turnover of the game. Beaver County has been able to capitalize 13 points off of those turnovers. Ward with possession to Kraus. Back to Ward. Ward spins over to Kraus in the corner. Keziah Kraus, good! Big time three for Keziah Kraus, as she now has 7 points. As they're up by 4 with 1.5 to play. Murphy with possession for the Cardinals. Oliver in the paint, puts it up, it's good. Nothing but nylon for Sydney Oliver. It's a big time basket to make this a 2-point game with 1:18 to play. Ward has Kraus to her right. Ward guarded by Dower to the rack. Jada Ward, no foul called, and she lost possession on her way up as Dower has it. Dower to the rack, reverse layup, foul called. As Dower will head to the line. Foul called on Jada Ward. As Dower, if she indeed makes both of these, will be tied. First 3 free throw attempts for Dower this evening. First one, no good. He's coming into this free throw attempt, Lejeay Dower, 62% free throw shooter. Second one, good. This is a 1-point game with a minute left. 70-69 our score. Ward has it. She's trying to find a clean lane to the rack. She puts it out to Kraus for a three. She thought about it, put it out to Medina. 48 on the clock to Russell. Russell over to Ward. Ward finds Medina to her right with a deep three. Brooklyn Medina, no good. As that ball goes out of bounds. As Catonsville will get possession as Brooklyn Medina will try to save it last touched. Out of bounds though, as her front foot hit the out-of-bounds line as Bell will inbound with 35.5 to play. Cardinals down by 1. Dower was setting up for a lane to open up for her, but before she could do that, Coach Silver called the timeout with 29.9 to play. We'll take a quick break from inside the Menley Center. Keep it right here for this exciting finish. Welcome back to the Manley Center. Cam Crossett with you. Cardinals trail by 1. 30 seconds to play. Morrison with possession to Oliver with the right hook down low. Too strong. Jada Ward comes down with the rebound. Cardinals got a foul now. 18 to play. Ward loses a handle on it. Oliver has it. She picks it up as Bell will get it with 11 seconds to play. Tarshay Bell weaves past Kraus. Timeout called. Coach Renwicks with 6.5 to play. She got to draw something up for the potential game winner. As Murphy leads all scorers with 28 points for the Cardinals. On the other side, Josie Russell leads with 24. Can the Cardinals do it? Can they end the Beaver County Titans 7-game win streak? We shall see coming up. We'll take a quick break. Keep it right here. Six and a half to play. Cardinals got to put one up. Ball's got to go to likely either Kishana Murphy or Anaya Morrison with the leading scorers for the Cardinals. Murphy's been knocking down threes all game. As Morrison, she's picked up the pace late here in the second half. As the Cardinals will have Bell, Murphy, Morrison, Oliver, and Leger Dower on the court. Morrison, backcourt violation as she wasn't looking where her feet were with 4.8 to play. Silver calls a timeout. And that one potentially could seal it. As Morrison was looking for a clean lane, then settled her feet, took a backward step, and that's the end result, is the backcourt violation. So we'll be back from the Manley Center momentarily. 1 point game, 4.8 left. Beaver County will get possession. Cardinals got a foul. And then they got to call a quick timeout to set up a play. Medina will throw it. These players are already moving before the whistle's blown as they got to reset. Medina, the Ward, not fouled as Oliver gets her that time with 3.1. So Ward will head to the free throw line. 4 for 6 on the night, 12 points. If she makes them both, this will be a 3-point contest. As Ward's free throws are coming up. Takes a deep breath, sets her feet. First one, good. And the second one could seal the deal potentially with 3.1 to play. The Beaver County men's team watching from afar. Second one is off. Bell has it. 0.2 on the shot clock. No good as Beaver County escapes with a 71-69 victory. As Catonsville did all they could, they came so close to potentially getting a walk-off winner. Well, that was not the case tonight, as Catonsville will fall to 12-12 on the season, 8-6 in conference. Their winning streak snapped at 3 games, as they will host Howard Community College on Wednesday. On the other side, Beaver County continues their impressive run. Now 17-3 overall, 8-game win streak for them. Now 8-2 away from their building. Got to give credit to the Cardinals. They did all they could. They battled to the final whistle. But that costly backcourt violation was the game sealer for Beaver County. Look at stats and highlights to conclude this one. Josie Russell with 24 points on the night for Beaver County, followed up by Brooklyn Medina's 23. On the other side, Kishana Murphy led with 28 points and backed up by Anaya Morrison's 19. 18 turnovers for Beaver County to Catonsville's 14. Catonsville shot 62% at the line to Beaver County's 66%. And a tough loss for the women's team. But we got more basketball in about 20 minutes from inside the Manley Center. It's the men's team taking on Beaver County. So keep it right here for that one, as we'll be back in about 15 minutes. Welcome back to Catonsville. I'm Cam Crossett with you. Start of the men's game against Beaver County. Take a look at both squads. Beaver County coming into this matchup with a record of 8-19, 3-9 away from their building. Last game on Wednesday was a 91-80 victory over Jamestown. And on the other side for Catonsville, 9-16 overall, 4-9 in conference. Last game against Washington Adventist on Tuesday, there's 79-54 was the final as Catonsville came out on top with the victory. The men's team has had a rough season so far. They are sitting at 18th place. That is second from the bottom in the NJCAA Region 20 standings. Coach Prelo spoke to me and said these last couple games against Beaver County and Howard Community College is just a way for them to get better at what they've done all season. But they know this season's been rough, but this has been a learning experience for them. They look to build on this one tonight against Beaver County. And on the other side, Beaver County is led by Coach Tyler Kerr, who is also the Director of Student Life and Athletic Administration at the university. Before coaching, Beaver County, he coached Penn State of Greater Allegheny for 6 seasons. During his tenure, he was 101-43, brought home 2 conference championships, 2 bids to the USCA National Tourney, and national championship appearance in the final season. Coach Kerr said they're playing better, they're sharing the ball, starting to figure out things. He said a few players to watch, into this game, or to look for, will be Trey Armstrong, number 10, and Cameron Grill, number 13. Overall, he says they have great tenacity, their shooting ability is really good, and they're playing really hard. Keep it right here on CCBC Catonsville YouTube channel. We'll be back momentarily. Come back, get your lineups for both teams. Starting 5 for the Titans will be Giovanni Santella, the sophomore guard from West Mifflin, Pennsylvania. Trey Armstrong, the sophomore guard from Hopewell, Pennsylvania. Cam Grill, the sophomore guard from Fox Chapel, Pennsylvania. The sophomore guard out of Centertown, Pennsylvania, number 23, Andre Vasich. And a sophomore guard out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Jaden McMean. On the other side for Catonsville will be Jaden French, Alpha Thea, Messiah Anderson, Khalil Montgomery, and Yasir Supreme. Beaver County started off with a Catonsville started with a technical, which led to 1 free throw given to Beaver County. That was due to unnecessary roughness foul called, a little arguing before the tip. But all that's squared away as Beaver County gets the opening tip, and we're underway. As Titans have it, they're in their road grays with the black trim. Cardinals are on their home whites with red trim. Sit back, relax, watch some Catonsville men's basketball on a Friday night. As Beaver County's starting off early with that one given free throw as Vasich shot up a 3, did not go in, as Catonsville's got it now. French to Montgomery to Supreme. Supreme spins in the paint with a left hook. It goes. Yasir Supreme, the 6'6" freshman from Baltimore, Maryland, gets the first buckets of the game for the Cardinals. Armstrong, the player to watch for the Titans, has the possession. Pass it off to Cam Grill in the corner for a 3-pointer. Was way off. That would have been made by Giovanni Santella if it went in. Coach Prelo had a long conversation with Coach Kerr prior to tip. Both of those coaches are great friends off the court, and they got to share a moment before the tip. And got to speak to both of them as well, as Catonsville has Beaver County has possession. Cam Grill with it. Grill passes to Armstrong. Armstrong passes it to McMeekin. McMeekin still with possession, guarded by Thiem. McMeekin to Centella, back to McMeekin for a deep three. Off glass and in. Jaden McMeekin gets a deep three to start the scoring for Beaver County. Centella's got it now. Stolen away by French as it hit the scorer's table and it went out of play. As Cam Grill with possession to the rack. Off the front of the rim, no good. Catonsville's got it now. French in the paint. Was looking for Messiah Anderson, but took it himself. It's no good. As Thiem over to French to Montgomery. Montgomery to his right is Anderson. Supreme calling for it. Supreme's got it. Puts it up, and it goes in with tie ball game. Centella with possession now to Vesic. Back to Centella. Centella over to Armstrong for three. No good. Rebound the ball will be Yasir Supreme. Montgomery's got it. Out to French. French puts it up, and foul's called. So French will shoot two. As mentioned in the open, Coach Prelo summed up the season as a learning experience. He knows it hasn't been a good season, but his team's learned a lot. A couple transitions during the season, some players leaving the team, some players coming into the team, but they've been managing it to the best of their ability, and that's what he's proud of. French, second free throw attempt is off, but the Cardinals have a 5-4 lead early on. Beaver County's got it. McMeekin, guarded by French, over to Armstrong. Armstrong and French are in a battle. French steals it away, over to Anderson, out in front. He lost possession on it as that ball goes out of bounds. Good defense there by Jaden French as he was all in the pocket of Vesic. Montgomery to Supreme. Good look. It goes. 7-4. Beaver County with possession. Cam Grill over to Armstrong to McMeekin. Down low to Lazon, who just checked in. We'll get you numbers on him in a moment. French with possession. French. Cross pass to Montgomery. That was stolen away by Cam Grill. Grill weaves between two Catonsville defenders. Gets it back. Pass it out to McMeekin for a three. No good. As Montgomery's got it. Montgomery at midcourt. To Supreme down low. Supreme. Substitution for Beaver County and Catonsville. Checking in for Beaver County, as mentioned before, was number 21, Validas Lazon, a 6'7" sophomore forward from East Liverpool, Ohio. And on the other side for Catonsville, number 10, David McKay Samuels. McKay Samuels, a 6'7" freshman from Newtown, Maryland. Cam Grill is double teamed, and he traveled. The first time, he was able to weave between two defenders, but not the second, as that Catonsville defense closed quickly. Montgomery with possession to Supreme. Over to Messiah Anderson, who was not on the same page with Supreme. As that ball goes out of bounds, a turnover. First one of the evening for Catonsville. Armstrong with possession. Has it at midcourt. Over to Grill. Grill to McMeekin. McMeekin. No good. Supreme with possession. Supreme has Montgomery behind him, but chooses to go to Anderson. Anderson down low. Misses a wide open layup. As McKay Samuels was fighting for the ball with Armstrong. And McKay Samuels comes down with it. Spotting up for three was Anderson. He's off. As Beaver County with possession, Armstrong has it now. Armstrong to the rack. No good. As McKay Samuels comes down with the rebound. Khalil Montgomery has it now out to Alpha Theum, to McKay Samuels, to Yasir Supreme. And the ball goes out of play, back into the hands of Beaver County. Early timeout by Coach Tyler Kerr, as his team trails by 5 early on. Catonsville, once again, has what they've done all season, out to an early start, but they got to keep it going. They got to maintain that intensity throughout the game. That's something they've struggled with throughout the season. Coach Prelo hopes to change that tonight. Out of the timeout, Armstrong will get possession for Beaver County. McMeekin's got it to Armstrong. Back to Grill. Grill to McMeekin, stolen away by Theum. That ball goes out of play into the seats. As Theum went flying out of bounds, but he is all right. He stays in the game. It's Cam Grill with possession for Beaver County. To Lazan. Lazan down low. To Grill. Thought about the three. Over to a Beaver County defender. Wasn't sure who that was. We'll get you numbers on him in a moment. I believe that was number 5. Darian Robertson, who just checked into the game. But the ball goes out of bounds as Armstrong will have possession out of the timeout. Grill threw it off of McKay Samuels, and it goes out of play. So Darian Robertson, a 6'3" sophomore guard from Penn Hills, Pennsylvania, through 26 games played, averages 7.5 points per game. Armstrong from 3 is off. Supreme comes down with it. Over to Montgomery. Montgomery in the paint. Nice pass to Supreme. McKay Samuels stops, waits for the defenders to leave, and puts it in. 11-4 the score. Armstrong to McMeekin. Can't get the ball off in time. Oh, but Robertson down low. Easy basket as the Catonsville defense was all on one player, and they didn't care to look for the other one, and that was Robertson down low, and he took full advantage of it. That defensive miscue by Catonsville. Still winning by 5, though, 11-6. That's Cam Grill with possession for Beaver County. Grill to McMeekin. McMeekin, guarded by French, puts it up, good. So Jaden McMeekin now with 4 points on the night. French has possession, weaves past Robertson, lost the handle on it going up. McMeekin comes down with it. To Cam Grill. Over to Robertson. He's guarded by French. Robertson spins. And a foul's called. As well as a substitution for Catonsville. Checking in will be Eric Foreman. Where's the number 4 for the Cardinals? Foreman, a 6'5" first year from Newtown, Maryland. To 20 games played this season, he averages 4 points per game. McMeekin has it. Illegal screen is called on Jaden McMeekin. And that's a turnover for the Titans. That is now the Titans' 3rd turnover of this game. Supreme with it now. Jaden French at midcourt. Still with possession. Supreme's got it now. Over to Messiah Anderson, who was looking to slam it down, but as soon as he left his feet, he found a trailing defender behind him, but he just laid it in instead. 13-8 the score. Cam Grill over to Isaiah Jeter, who just checked into the game. Back to Grill. Did not put it in the basket. As French goes up. Doesn't go. Coming down with it are the Cardinals. French spots up for a 3. It's good. Jaden French from the corner makes this an 8-point game. Cam Grill with possession. Over to Lemire Redmond, who just checked in. Redmond, a 6'2" sophomore guard from Penn Hills, Pennsylvania. Averages 4 points a game through 26 games played. McKay Samuels with possession. Anderson to French, who had missed a wide open 3-pointer. Went in and out. As Jeter has it for Beaver County. Over to McMeekin. Cross pass to Redmond, who had a 3-pointer, but it was off as ball's going the other way, 16-10. As Anderson, to Supreme, to French, who weaved past Roberson, but foul was called. As Catonsville will remain with possession. French will inbound the ball Checking into the game is number 0, Amarian Joseph for Catonsville. Joseph, a 5'5" sophomore from Baltimore, Maryland. French with possession, looking for Joseph. Can't find him as Anderson comes in to close. Good pass to Supreme down low. Back to Thiem for a 3. Alpha Thiem off the rim, no good. Roberson, good rebound. As Isaiah Jeter's got for Beaver County. Long pass to Centella, and it goes out of play. So French with possession. Early 6-point advantage, halfway home in the first half. Setting a 3 is Joseph, and he missed it. As Jeter. Stolen away by Anderson. Anderson to the rack. Right hook, good. Good move by Messiah Anderson, even a much better finish that time. 18-10. Jeter over to Centella, stolen away by Anderson. Good pace to the rack. Anderson gets the friendly roll and the foul. 20-10, the score. As Anderson will head to the free throw line. Anderson gets the and 1 to go. So now a 21-10 ball game. Centella's got it over to Roberson. Cross pass to Greel. As Greel guarded by Joseph. Greel cross pass to Roberson for a 3. No good. Catonsville coming down with the rebound. It's French. French lost the handle on it. Anderson got it. Cross pass back to French for a 3. He's off. Rebounding the ball is Cam Greel. Greel has it. Stops in the paint. Crosses that over to Roberson. Back to Lazon. Over to Greel for a 3. It's good. Nothing but net for Cam Greel. What a finish. 21-13 to score. French. Over to Anderson. Back to French. Behind the back pass to Joseph. That was looking pretty, but it didn't end well. As Beaver County comes down with it. Cam Greel. Over to Centella. Centella was looking for Greel, but they weren't on the same page as that ball wound up on the bench. Catonsville's bench. As French with possession. Over to Supreme, to Joseph. Over to Thiem. Back to Joseph for 3. Amari and Joseph, no good. Lazon with the rebound. McMeekin with possession for the Titans. Over to Roberson for 3. That's off. Joseph coming down with the rebound. French with possession. French to Supreme. Has French to his left, drops it off to him. Over to Thiem. Back to French. Spinning, putting it up, and not going in as McMeekin comes down with the rebound. McMeekin to Cam Greel. Greel stops, puts it up to Lazon, swatted away by Supreme. To McMeekin, to Greel. Greel with possession, puts up a heave, rattles out. Supreme with the rebound. Out to French. Back to Supreme. Over to Thiem in the corner. He's good. Alpha Thiem for a three-pointer. 24-13. As Greel with possession at midcourt, guarded by French. Out to Roberson, to McMeekin. McMeekin stops in the paint. Cross pass to Greel, over to Roberson. Back to McMeekin. McMeekin lost handle on it. Catonsville keeps it in bounds. Thiem with possession. To French. Back to Thiem. Down low to Supreme. Puts it up. Foul called. Supreme will go to the free throw line. This is Supreme's first attempt at the stripe tonight. Supreme, a 59% free throw shooter on the season, 56 for 94 on the season. Misses the first one. Substitutions for the Titans. Checking in will be number 15, Dwight Prudhomme. Prudhomme, a 6'7" first year from Allentown, Pennsylvania. As Armstrong has possession, as Supreme only went 1 of 2 on his free throws. As Armstrong's got it to Roberson. Back to Greel. To Armstrong, guarded by Anderson. To Greel with 5 on the shot clock. Greel spins, puts it up at the buzzer. No good, lays on, puts it up, and cleans up the loose change. It's a 25-15 Catonsville lead. Anderson to French. Over to Supreme. Supreme backs up a couple steps. Over to French. To French. French with possession, guarded by Armstrong. Good pass down low to Supreme. Nothing but net for Yasir Supreme. As he has now 8 points on the night. Armstrong with possession. Out to Roberson. Down low to Lezon. Back to Armstrong. To Prudhomme. Over to Roberson. Over to Armstrong. Armstrong guarded by Anderson with 5 on the shot clock. Back to Roberson. Lozon, violation. Shot clock violation as Cam Greel still had the ball in his hands. Good defense by Catonsville on that possession as they'll have to turn the ball over. Catonsville is closing quickly, causing havoc on Beaver County's side of things as they're not shooting the ball till almost 3 or 4 seconds left on the shot clock, which is causing a lot of hustle plays and error plays for Beaver County, which has led to their 5 turnovers on the night. Catonsville is doing a good job, as I mentioned, closing quickly with 3 minutes to play in the first half. Anderson out to French, and it was an offensive charge called, but French and others in the crowd are not happy with the call, and nonetheless, Beaver County will get possession. As Greel has it to Armstrong, coming down the court. To Greel, over to Armstrong, down low to Prudhomme, over to Armstrong. Armstrong was cleanly blocked by French, but the refs thought otherwise. And French is about one foul away from having it with one of these referees. Supreme inbounds it. Anderson. Lost possession of it and goes into the arms of Beaver County. Armstrong. Over to Cam Greel. Greel to McMeekin. Down low to Greel. Greel in the paint with the right hand. Lost the handle on it. As Catonsville doing a great job at closing and great job at forcing those turnovers. As Cam Greel will head to the free throw line, trailing by 12. First one goes. As Greel making his first free throw attempt, so 1 for 1. Second one falls for Cam Greel. Heading into that free throw attempt, Greel was just 62% free throw shooter from the stripe. As Catonsville will get a free throw attempt. This time will be Alpha Theum. Theum making his first attempts at the line tonight. Doesn't get it to go, as he saved it though. In play to Supreme. Supreme in the paint. A little too much on that one. As Beaver County with possession. Cam Greel spins around Supreme. Over to Santel. That's Jeter in the corner. No good. Catonsville rebounding the basketball well. Catonsville has 19 rebounds to Titans 14. Anderson. Over to Supreme for three. He's off. Anderson right there with the left hand. Doesn't go. McMeekin with the rebound. McMeekin over to Greel. Greel to Jeter. Cross pass to McMeekin. Passes to Roberson. Roberson finds a lane and he finished it off. Anderson to Theum. Guarded by Roberson. To Supreme. To the rack. It's good. Yasir Supreme with a good finish. 29-19. 45 seconds left in the first. As Cam Greel has it. 35 seconds. McMeekin to Greel. Greel spins over to Roberson. Over to Greel for three. That's short. Lazon cleaning up the rebound. He puts it in. 29-21 with 17 left in the first half. Anderson with possession now. Goes right to the rack as no one's there to finish off the what would be alley-oop. As Greel with possession, 7 seconds to play, was looking for Lazon as McKay Samuels had a hand on it and tipped it out of bounds with 4.5 to play. As the ball went behind the curtain, as McKay Samuels went to pick it up. As McMeekin will inbound it. Stolen away by Supreme. They're going to drown out the clock. Puts up a shot. It's no good. As Catonsville heads into the locker room up by 8. 29-21 our score. Halftime from the Manley Center. Catonsville doing a decent job, shooting the ball well. Our leading scorers for the game is Yasir Supreme with 11. On the other side, it's Cam Gill. Cam Reel with 7 points. And the Titans have 10 turnovers to Catonsville 6, with 20 rebounds for the Cardinals to the Titans 15. And what Catonsville is doing the best at is closing quickly and causing a lot of turnovers and miscommunication from Beaver County, which has led to that 8-point advantage by the Cardinals. If they keep doing what they do, and they got a good chance at this one. We'll be back from Catonsville. Keep it right here on CCBC YouTube channel. Welcome back to Catonsville. Cam Crossett with you. It's the Cardinals lead by 8 points, 29-21, the score out of the halftime break. As McMeekin with possession for Beaver County. Over to Roberson, to McMeekin, stolen away by Supreme. To Montgomery. Back to French. Back to Montgomery to Anderson. Over to French. Thiem. To Anderson. Put it up. No good. Lazon comes down with it. Pass it out to Vasic. Over to Roberson in the corner for three. It's good. Darian Roberson. First points of the second half is a three-pointer. And the Titans cut this lead to 5. Anderson to French. Supreme in the corner. Supreme guarded by McMeekin. To Anderson, slams it home. Messiah Anderson with the throwdown. Beaver County has it now. Cam Grill. Grill to Vasic. To McMeekin. To Vasic. Cross pass to Roberson. Over to Grill. Grill to McMeekin for another three. Off. Montgomery's got it for Catonsville. Khalil Montgomery to Supreme. To Montgomery. Back to Supreme. Good. Yasir Supreme from the corner. Makes this a 10-point ball game. That's Supreme's first points in the in the second half. McMeekin for a three. I mean, these teams are just putting it up here to start the second half, and only 1 3 has fallen. And that goes to Catonsville. French was looking to pass it, but it got blocked, but it eventually got into the hands of Anderson, and a foul called. As Anderson will head to the free throw line. Anderson checks into this attempt with 11 points. Puts it up. Good. Second one was no good, so he's 1 for 2 at the stripe tonight. As Cam Grill with possession for Beaver County. Grill to McMeekin. McMeekin to Cam Grill down low, and he finishes it off. Cam Grill, the player of the game, the player to watch in this game, is doing a good job. Leads the team with 9 points. Thiem for three. It's good. Alpha Thiem from the corner. 38-26. 3 out of the 5 starters have 3-pointers tonight for the Cardinals. Roberson to Grill in the corner. Grill cross pass to McMeekin. McMeekin guarded by Anderson. To Lazon. Out to Roberson in the corner. Another 3. It's off that time. As Anderson has it. French picked it up over to Montgomery. French made one-man miss. Put up the 3, no good. Right into the arms of McMeekin. Beaver County, 3 of 18 from three-point range. On the other side, Catonsville, 4 of 16. Cam Grill was looking for Lozon, but it was too high of a pass, and I don't think Lozon saw it coming. It's French with possession for Catonsville. To Montgomery, to French, put it up, and no good. Lozon comes down with it. McMeekin. Armstrong's got it to McMeekin. Armstrong to McMeekin for a three. It's good. Jaden McMeekin cuts this down to a 9-point advantage. That is McMeekin's 7th point of the game. French, good pass to Anderson. Even better pass to Supreme, but it's fouled. French will inbound to Thiem. It was a no-look inbound, actually. McKay Samuels over to Supreme. To McKay Samuels. Back to Thiem. Over to French for three. Off the rim. No good. Lezon comes down with it for Beaver County. As Armstrong has it. Armstrong to McMeekin. To Armstrong. Back to McMeekin for another three off the front of the rim. No good. That is now Titans' 8th three-point attempt this half. Excuse me. Montgomery with possession. Supreme. To Thiem. Over to Supreme for three. No. It's too much on that one for Supreme as Montgomery picks up the rebound. Anderson spots up for a three. That one doesn't work. Titans come down with it. Cam Grill. Grill steps out of bounds. And Catonsville will remain with possession. It's French. Will take a seat on the bench, and Supreme will inbound. Supreme inbounds to Montgomery. Montgomery to Supreme. Travel. As Supreme took one too many steps, the ball goes out of play. Back into the hands of the Titans. McMeekin to Jeter. Back to McMeekin. Over to Jeter. Over to Grill to his left, guarded by McKay Samuels. Grill spinning in the paint, puts it out to McMeekin, and he traveled. So back-to-back travel calls have cost Beaver County. Montgomery has possession. French has it out to Thiem. Pass to Montgomery. Out to Supreme. Doesn't go. McKay Samuels gets his own miss. And a foul called. That last attempt as Supreme was trying to go to the basket and he got upended just below the waist, is he will go to the free throw line. That's good. As McKay Samuels gets his first points of the night. As the second one is off, McKay Samuels, before heading into that attempt, was a 55% free throw shooter. As Redmond with possession for Beaver County, but travel call there. As this is now a 10-point game, 39-29. French has it. French to Supreme. Montgomery puts it up. No good. Substitution for the Cardinals. Messiah Anderson checking in. He's taking a seat on the bench as Yasir Supreme. Cam Grill to McMeekin. Or to Jeter. To Grill. To Roberson. Swatted away by McKay Samuels, which stays with Beaver County. Jeter with possession. To Roberson. Back to Grill for three. Off the front of the rim. And then a push off by Jeter after the play. Sends Alpha Theum to the court. Montgomery to French. Good finish. French had a lot of contact in front of him, and he passed all the defenders on his way to the rack. Jeter with possession. Jeter cross pass to Roberson. Down low to Lazon. Lazon over to Roberson. Back to Cam Grill, who'll quiet things down and set up a lane as Lozon pushed off Theum under the basket. As Grill over to Jeter for three. It's good. Isaiah Jeter brings us within a 9-point game. So Montgomery has it now. To McKay Samuels. Spots up for a three. That's Jaden French, and that's beautiful. 44-32. Cam Grill to McMeekin. Down to Lazon. To Grill. Grill to the paint. He's fouled on his way up. So Cam Grill will go to the basket. As Grill 2 for 2 from the strike tonight. 9 points on the night. Heading into this game, 62% free throw shooter for Grill. Missed the first one. Second one is good. So he's 1 for 2 from the stripe that time. 44-33 our score. French for a 3. It's off. Roberson with the rebound. Cam Grill out and running. Theum tried to swat it away, but French cleaned it up as Anderson has it now to French. To Anderson. Back to French. Off the front of the rim. Down low was McKay Samuels. Couldn't clean it up in time. As Coach Prelo will call a timeout. His team up by 11 points. As Coach Tyler Kerr will have to figure out how to bring his team back into this one. They've had a lot of turnovers. They've shot a lot of missed threes. Catonsville has as well, but the Titans have shot more than the Cardinals had. They just have to clean things up. They have to make better passes, better shots, and ultimate goal is to get the ball in the hoop, and that's something that Beaver County has done a little bit tonight, but ultimately they got to do better at that. So, as Grill with 9 points is the leading scorer. On the other side, Supreme leads with 14 for the Cardinals. Anderson. Reverse layup, too strong. Went off the back of McKay Samuels. He didn't see it as Beaver County has possession. We're halfway home in the second half. Cam Grill. It's good. That was string music. As Montgomery has it to Theum. Theum, beautiful shot, beautiful finish. As the Titans coming out with possession. To Grill, off the front of the rim. A foul away from the basket. A foul on Theum sends him to the bench. That's Theum's second foul as the Titans get possession. French to Montgomery. To Joseph. Back to Montgomery. To Supreme. Joseph stops and pops for a 3. Oh, almost for Joseph as that one doesn't go. Cam Grill has it now. Grill to the rack. Doesn't go. As French has it now. Jaden French to the rack. Shoves Grill out of the way with an elbow. Guys, pass down low to Anderson. To Supreme. Counted on the foul. Yasir Supreme. That was a pretty pass by Anderson. And Supreme did what he does best and put the ball in the hoop. Looking for the and one opportunity here. Make it a 3-point play. Supreme now with 16 on the night. Make it 17. As Supreme extends the lead to 49-37 with 8.5 to play. Jeter's got it. Over to Armstrong in the corner. Rattles around the hoop. And French with possession. Over to Montgomery. Back to Joseph. Back to French. To the rack. Euro step. Good! Jaden French, what a move. As he found the lane and he took advantage of it. Armstrong down to Lazon. (51-37) our score. Checking back into the game for the Titans will be number 20, Cody Hunt. Hunt, a 6-foot first-year guard from Penn Hills, Pennsylvania, as well as number 23, Andre Vasic. French with possession to Joseph. In and out for Joseph, as he had a wide open look, as Armstrong was trying to weave around Supreme as whistle was called. Armstrong and the Titans will remain with possession. Vasic has it now. Guarded by Joseph. Vasic to the rack. Reverse layup. No good. French has it. French slipped and lost possession. Beaver County out and running. Armstrong with it. Armstrong out to Vasic, who was looking to slam it, but Supreme denied him. Armstrong dials up a three. It's off the front of the rim, and coming down with it is French. Long pass to Anderson, who's all alone. To the basket. No good, as he was blocked by Armstrong. Armstrong spots up for a three. No good, as Hunt gets the rebound. Out to Roberson. Roberson was looking for Armstrong. It's stolen away by Supreme. Supreme guarded by three Beaver defenders. And Anderson slams it down. Oh my, what a play. As that backwards pass from Supreme was put on a silver platter for Messiah Anderson. Supreme had possession on that jump ball, as will be a substitution for both teams. It'll be a full team substitution. As we will take a quick break from inside the Manley Center with Catonsville leading 53-37. Keep it right here on CCBC Catonsville YouTube channel. Welcome back to Catonsville. Cam Crossett with you. Yasir Supreme with the inbound pass to Alpha Theum. And Catonsville with possession. A shoulder by Anderson as he shoves Jeter to the ground. And on the other end, Foreman puts it in the hoop as Eric Foreman gets his first points of the night. Armstrong has it for the Titans. Out to Roberson. Back to Hunt. To Jeter, guarded by Foreman. Jeter to Hunt. Back to Hunt. Caught it out of the air. Over to Jeter for three. He's off. Roberson tried to get a hand on it. It went off the referee, and he's saying it's Beaver County basketball. as the referees are convening on if that ball hit the rim or not with 4 on the shot clock. As it appeared it did not hit the rim, Beaver County does remain with possession. Jeter with it for the Titans. Over to Vasic, too strong, and it goes out of bounds. Supreme will inbound it. It's blocked. Supreme. And Thea falls to the court. As out of the timeout, Supreme will inbound. Enters into Supreme. Supreme. Over to Roberson. Back to Thiem. Off of the hands of Supreme. And Beaver County's got it. Armstrong with it for the Titans. Over to Roberson. Back to Vasic for 3. It's off. As Supreme has it now out to McKay Samuels, who slams it home. David McKay Samuels with the hammer. And this place erupts. It's now a 20-point lead for the Cardinals. As Armstrong comes back with a 3-pointer of his own. And this is a 17-point ball game, 57-40, Cardinals out in front. Some pretty exciting plays on back-to-back possessions for both squads. This one isn't as close as everyone thought it would be, but Catonsville has done what they needed to do to get out to this extended lead. And they're doing good so far. They just got to put the finishing touches on it. About 5 minutes left to play. They'll come out of this one with a home victory. Four minutes, 25 seconds left. Catonsville up by 17. And Hunt had a beat on it, but the ball went out of bounds. Catonsville with possession as that ball went off of Hunt's fingers. Supreme inbounding it to McKay Samuels. To French. To Thiem. Back to Supreme. Out to McKay Samuels to Thiem. Puts it up. It's good. String music for Alpha Thiem. Cam Grill has it now. Grill looking for a lane. Over to Armstrong. Back to Grill. Stops. Puts it out to McGeekin. Blocked. As McKay Samuels goes to the rack and a reach-in foul is called, but McKay Samuels threw it down anyway. That would have been pretty if it counted, but all that for nothing. And the Titans will get possession. Armstrong to Cam Grill. Greal off the front of the rim. The scoring drought continues for the Titans. McKay Samuels has it. Over to French. Between his legs, puts it up. Left hook, good. A pretty finish by Jaden French. Armstrong's got it. McKeegan back to Armstrong with 2:57 to play. Armstrong looking for a lane. Guarded by French. He has no choice but to put it up, and it goes. French did all he could with that tremendous defense. Just not enough. Still a 19-point advantage for the Cardinals. Thiem goes out of play. And he'll need assistance from his teammates as he's up. 2:33 to play. That's Armstrong. Over to McMeekin. Down low to Vasic. Over to Roberson. Good. Gets the friendly roll from the rim. 61-45 our score. French to McKay Samuels to Supreme. Puts it up. Vasic to Armstrong. Over to Greal. McMeekin has a wide open three. He's off as goes out of bounds. Titans will remain with possession. Titans are getting the good looks, but they can't capitalize. What matters most is the ball getting in the hoop, and that has not happened tonight very often. As Roberson had it, and he put the ball in the hoop. Is 61-47, a minute 45 seconds to play. Welcome back to Catonsville. Cam Crossett with you. A minute and 44 left to play. French has it to Supreme. Down low to Anderson, who laid it up and in. Didn't want it too much after McKay Samuels rattled the rim earlier on in the second half, but McMeekin's got it. Was looking for Roberson, but Supreme got his hand in there and knocked it away. As Greal has it. Over to Roberson. Back to Vasevic. No good. Thiem has it. A minute and 12. Supreme's got it. Back to Montgomery. Now all Beaver County can do is foul with just under a minute to play here. As Montgomery puts in the basket, 65-47. As Grill has it, he's fouled with 42 seconds left on the game clock. As Grill heads back to the free throw line. First one goes in. 12 points on the night for Grill. Gets a second default. That was Grill's fourth free throw of the game. As Anderson has it. And someone down low went into the splits for Beaver County. Couldn't make out who that was. As Anderson laid it up. Pretty finish. As Beaver County will have it and drain out the clock as McMeekin spots up for a three, sinks it, puts the finishing touches on this almost convincing win for the Cardinals, but a whistle called as the crowd not happy as Anderson did not slam it home to finish things off, but nonetheless, they're going to come out of here with a home victory. As Thiem will just hold the ball, watch the shot clock fall down to 0, and it is over. Catonsville wins at home tonight, 67-52, the final from Catonsville. A dominant game for both teams, women's side and the men's side, but ultimately the men was in control of this game throughout. A convincing 67-52 victory. We'll get you all caught up on the stats to finish this one off. Leading scorer for the Titans is Cam Grill with 14. And CCBC Catonsville, their leading scorer is Messiah Anderson with a couple throwdowns that he'll remember for a long time with 18 points on the night. And what the most impressive thing about this win is that Catonsville was able to limit Beaver County to its lowest margin of victory to 52 points tonight. That's the lowest amount of points that CCBC has allotted this season. Huge credit to Coach Prelo and his staff. They come away from this one with a happy home victory, and we'll be back on Wednesday night with a 2-game series. Women first, and men follows it off with a 7 p.m. tip versus the Howard Community College Dragons. Be sure to check into that one. As always, Cam Crossett here with you. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you Wednesday night.